It must be great to be able to see yourself whenever you want. I bet your whole house is full of
Hold very still. You have no right... But it was lost.
Indeed it did. Voris.
Counselor.
I do not disagree, but you must acknowledge, and perhaps our guests... We received the ultimate.
Great Serpent,
It's happening again.
hear me?
Speaker, we are... Here!
We have reached out to you to seek guidance in our hour of need. Oh, Great Serpent. I feel something, yet... Great Serpent, I know that all...
Our leader, Anas... So many of our people have been trapped. If only we could hear his voice. You could hear him? Despite the sightings, do not toy with me. By the Serpent, no outsider would know our creed. Truly. People of House Varun, hear me! We have asked the Great Serpent for deliverance from our calamity, and he has answered us. This outsider has been chosen as the most unlikely vessel for the Great Serpent's divine provenance, and she will help save us all. Outsider, please. There is no denying you have been sent here as a sign. But even in these dire circumstances, you will be granted safe passage through Dazra and the land. You even have my assurance. But to truly aid us, you must... Excellent. Please, forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Malibor Dulkev, a member of the High Council of House Varun. I have been asked to represent the Council in this moment. Please, enter our city. You have my word that you will not be harmed. I would ask that until you have become promised, you avoid the citizens of Dazra. They are not used to outsiders. Open the gate! I must tell you what I revealed for now, but surely you saw the scaled citadel as you arrived. It was the center of an explosion of sorts that has annihilated most of our city. We have lost many of our brothers and sisters. I believe we are still in danger.
Counselor, what is the meaning of this?
Is there a problem, Makula?
The city is in shambles, the speaker is missing, and here you are leading some outsider through our sacred space? Why allow this husk to defile our city? Have we not lost enough?
Have faith. I believe this outsider was guided here by the Great Serpent himself. And soon, Serpent willing, they will be one of us. But I can be sure and pass your concerns on to the rest of the High Council, if you wish. I apologize for the interruption.
An
There is a ritual
outsider here in
intended for
Dazra.
converts to the Promised.
These really
It has
are
not been
strange
performed in
names.
generations. We are fortunate that there are those still alive who remember the old ways and have remained prepared
Chosen by the
for
Serpent
moment
himself?
like this.
You?
Herald Dazra. I suspected we might find you here waiting.
I saw the ship landing. I knew immediately that I would be needed.
Indeed you are. This is Inaza Kaisir, Herald of the Serpent. She will guide you through the ritual. I am needed elsewhere, but I assure you that you are in good hands.
So, the great Serpent sends you to me. Know, Husk, that to walk the Serpent's path, to enter this sacred cave, there is no turning back. You will be forever changed. This is a path you must walk of your own free will, alone. Will you step forward and emerge anointed, one of the Promised? Then enter, and I shall guide you along the Serpent's path. For this is a journey you must undertake alone.
We will speak again soon.
The path lies before you. Before House Faroon, there were humans. First on Earth, then scattered among the stars. One particular colony ship housed several hundred of these souls. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark, looking for a path. They were each alone in isolation, individual tiny flames that could be snuffed out at a moment's notice. But Jinang encountered the great Serpent and was given the gift of knowledge. They followed his guidance and his light, and they cast aside the burdens of their former lives. He shared his knowledge with those around him and lit the way for them. And thus, House Faroon was born. Now you too have the chance to cast aside your burdens, to relieve yourself of anything that holds you back. The people's hopes and fears and dreams were entrusted to the great Serpent. They made the leap of faith that brought House Faroon to greatness. You may now follow in their footsteps and take that same leap. Embrace the great Serpent, and he will embrace you. people of House Faroon settled this world, at first in these very caves. And it was here that the people of House Faroon first understood the truth of the shrouding. The great Serpent's return. Shinan Faroon himself slept among them in these shelters. It was here that he spread the word of the Serpent. It was here that the people of House Faroon first understood the truth of their place in the universe. He will encircle the universe he created, and all those who do not follow will be cast into shadow. And the people weighed this knowledge against their former lives, and saw how they had been blessed despite the difficult new life that awaited them. You too would do well to feel that solace amidst the pain. Until that day comes, we are the voice and the hands of the great Serpent. Our every act a sacrifice to hasten his return. Make now a sacrifice to prove your devotion. And remember, whether in life or in death, all must serve. Let us begin the final ritual. While none since Jinan Faroon have stood before the great Serpent, we can all feel his presence. To solidify his bond, you are presented with a simple choice. Before you on this dais are several items. They represent different aspects of House Faroon's connection to the Great Serpent. Pick the two that call to you. Place them on the altars. Offerings to the Great Serpent that he may fill you with his spirit and make you promise. And so you arise. And I grant you the title. All will know you. Above us, in the grand, all must.
Greetings, Reverend. Welcome, Rep. You stand... We are all that is left after... I represent House Dulkef. Jamal is from House Kadik, and we are joined by Lovek of House Vital. We are, all of us, hopeful that... But you do. We have only seen brief glimpses of him since... Please, just...
By all means, Malibor. I can't wait to see how you spin this.
Please, can we just for a moment...
Can we just for a moment what? Discuss whether or not to allow the first convert to House Varun since before any of us were born? A bit late on that, it seems.
You were not there. You did not see Anasco. It felt different. We have already wasted so much time...
You're correct. I was not there. Because you elected to travel to the spaceport on your own. And then decided this on your own.
Do not waste time with more bickering. Anasco, and by extension House Varun, suffers with every passing moment.
Of course, Lovek. My apologies. Please, Malibor. Do go on.
Anasco Varun, like his father before him, has relied on the teachings of Jinan to guide us. Anasco wondered if perhaps it was time to seek guidance directly from the Great Serpent, and so sought a means of reaching out.
Perhaps he found the teachings inadequate.
Careful, Kadik. You tread on dangerous ground.
I mean nothing by it. We simply were never consulted on the matter and do not know the full motive.
The point is that a series of experiments have taken place over the years, utilizing grav drive technology to hopefully make direct contact with the Great Serpent, similar to Jinan Varun's initial meeting.
And then something went wrong.
We do not know what happened. We were not inside the Scaled Citadel at the time.
Had we been, we wouldn't be standing here now. We'd be like the rest of them.
A great tide of energy emanated from the Scaled Citadel and swept across Dazra. Much was destroyed in its wake. Those caught in the blast have been left in a state of confusion, trapped halfway between our universe and the Vortex. The Citadel itself remains in such a state. Right there and yet beyond our reach. We can only assume that the experiment is still running, somehow preventing us from entering the Citadel. We cannot get in, so we cannot stop it. We're beginning to lose hope before you arrived. Your arrival, the plan had been the current head of our side.
Do you know the scientists out at Hamadi Station?
The old married couple? Azad and Shireen, if I remember right.
You truly have to say. What you have done.
We will all be lucky to see the end of the year. Well, look who it is. You have made quite a... To what do I... Did he now? But I will speak. One cannot help. We had the beginning. Every one of what should have been like... And so? Indeed. I believe if you're here, I need to oversee the first convert in House Vetal, House Kadik, and Hasmek, the help me get, and I. We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last few weeks, but I have still spent some time doing my own research when I can. These phantoms, the vortex. Fast. Yes. It does not. We have encountered Second, we have these horrors and we have managed to collect. Well, Well, then allow me to. The process is simple enough that. And dependent. Yes. We have been nearly overwhelmed. These phantoms, Well, then we have encountered. Second, we have these horrors. We have managed to well, I do hope you are. The process is and just look around. I'm sure you have at least. And those left behind. I hope that